What Cronus do you use? Sus. But what do I know? His gun literally don't move at all. Not even pro's aim looks like that. You need to do a hand cam because that recoil looks absurdly suspicious. Jim. How the fuck your Jackal has literally no recoil? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm legit crim player and mine's bounces everywhere.
Hey, yo, what?
I don't think he missed a single bullet the whole video. These are always hard to watch and be like, oh my god, you're the best player ever. I mean, some missed shots here and there. You just be the best player ever and go to play Shotzi though. What do I know? Emoji, emoji, emoji. Could we lock in? But yeah, so I've been getting a lot of questions about basically my settings, why I have negative recoil, and I mean, hey, I'm touching my chin right now. You guys can't see. All seriousness, I got some tips for you guys that will help you be a better player. And honestly, I am not believing these might be one of the biggest things that you need to incorporate if you have not been already. So until then, enjoy this mini compilation, and I'll see you guys in probably a minute. Peace. That was insane, I'm not gonna lie.
Hardpoint is secure.
Do not fuck with me.
Crimson's on their heels. Hit them off.
Enemy was sent out.
Number one tip, I promise you, if you don't gain anything from the video, I need you to leave with this. Move or strafe in your gunfights. Every gunfight that you go into, I need you to be moving your left stick, because when you move your left stick, that's when you activate rotational aim assist. I promise you, bro. When you're just moving your left stick, you can just be moving it an inch and hair, whatever it is, your gun seems like it's tracking them because you're activating rotational aim assist and you have dynamic aim assist as well. So, oh my god, how many times did I say aim assist in the past 5 seconds? And that's why, like, when you're playing the game, or for example, let's say you're watching the CDL, right? That's why, like, when you're watching the CDL, people just instead of just like aiming one side and just holding, they always move their left stick, right? They're always in that motion. And obviously I don't have to tell you guys how recoil control works, but you just do the opposite of what it's telling you to do. For example, if this one is going up, so every gun has its own different recoil pattern. You have a MP5, which is very different than the aiming, which is also really different than Jackal. And whatever attachment you put on it also changes the recoil pattern of the gun that you're using. For example, if you want to use a Jackal, or if you want to use like the Amies or whatever it is, you need to know like what gun you want to use, and then you need to learn that recoil pattern. I would say, I think you should go to private match and just practice your movement, practice how you play the game, practice how you run around, and just get your gun going. Literally, I say just go into private match, put on a free-for-all with bots, put on the highest bots, put on recruit, and I want you to put the directional for the map so you can see where they're coming from. You see where the bots are coming from. Put on like 500 score, 500 kills, 200 kills, whatever it is, and I want you to just run around, get your gun warm, get your aim right, and I want you to do this instead of just jumping to the game, because you just jump to the game and you start getting worked out in that game, your entire session is over. Okay, this is literally personal preference. All right, one of the actually a 4 tip is to personalize your own gameplay. Like, don't try to mimic other people's style, don't try to mimic other people's settings. But anyway, I'm about to give you pretty much the best settings of all time. So the only thing I'll say with this is put your left stick max. I would put it lower than 80, put it to like 75, 80, around that area. And then your right stick max, doesn't really matter. Your left stick, I would say your left stick min and your left stick max, I would say put it to 0 and 75. Your right stick min kind of just, or minimum, kind of just depends on your controller. If you have like if you have an old controller or really bad stick drift, I would just put this up. For me, my controller is not that old, or it's not that broken down, so I'm gonna just keep mine at 2. And left stick max, you want to put it at 75 because this just like reduces the amount of time it takes for your left stick to activate. So I would just say, instead of putting this at 99, I would just put it at 75. Also, I have my controller vibration off. I don't play with that shit. And also, trigger effect. I'm begging you right now. All right, I'm literally begging you. If you play with trigger effect, I need you to delete the video game and then go to Minecraft. Your advanced aim settings, I think you should definitely put this on dynamic, obviously, right? This is your aim assist. But your ADS sensitivity, you got to put this on instant. Don't put it on gradual, or don't put it on after you zoom. I say just put it on instant, get used to it. Or another thing we talked about was during the tips, tip number 2, where we were talking about recoil pattern. So if you want to go to private match and view your recoil pattern and see what it actually looks like so you can counter it, you would just go to your graphics settings, go to quality, and then bullet impact on. All right, so that's it with the settings. Let's get into the channel announcements. Hey guys, so I've always wanted to kind of make content centered around just games in general, like scary games, horror games, like quizzes, IQ tests. I don't want to just make it strictly COD. I feel like that would get boring and stale. And even for me, I feel like with just COD, I won't upload as much, and my creativity would just be nullified. Gonzo, Dunzo, Bunzo. Bonzo, I don't even know. Next video, I want to do some like a horror game, like a horror game, like in the dark, absolute, like just gone out of my mind, just screaming off the top of my lungs, waking everybody up. But yeah, I gotta go. I should probably end this shit.